on? What's going on? Diamond
What
K
up?
in here. You the bad. You the bad. People that are listening and not watching us. I am joined by. I'm gonna call you an Atlanta rapper because that's where you stay, right?
Right.
But SickFlo in the building. How's it going, man?
Bro, all good, man. Good to see you, man. Last time I saw you,
Good
I
to see
was
you too.
in B-more, you know what I mean? We did the
Right,
interview up there.
right, right,
So
right, right,
it's good
right.
to reconnect again, man. You know, I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely, definitely.
Doing a lot of
Uh,
things, man.
yeah, and of course we go way back.
We go
Um,
way back.
right, way back.
Way back.
So let's do this. How did you, as far as, and I don't know the answer to this, how did you become a rapper and an artist?
Man, I mean, then that goes further back than that. Like I started, man, watching my brothers, man. My one of my older brothers, man, his name is Scrap. His name is Dante. Dante was a DJ first. My other brother, Ramon, he was a DJ as well, and I wanted to be like my big brothers, right? So when Scrap started rapping, I'm like watching like every day, like, yo, well, first you had the DJ thing on lock, and I like that. I got hip to that, but now I want to rap. So I started writing raps, and a guy in the neighborhood named Pug, rest in peace, Dante Carter, he was he was like, oh, we thought we was Run DMC back in the day, so we start writing some raps. Of course they didn't sound good, but we was doing what we was doing. And then the next thing you know, man, we got hot. Neighborhood start talking, different cats start coming around the neighborhood to battle us because they heard we was the best. And we start taking them out, and then it grew from there. That was the 80s, man. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure you there you go. I can hear you now.
Yeah, so y'all got that buzz going, and things just started going and building from there.
Yep. We got the buzz
So
flowing, man,
yeah,
and just
yeah,
grew.
and so by the time you and I met, you already had a buzz. Um,
Right.
and then of course you eventually moved to ATL. And so how was the transition coming from Baltimore to Atlanta?
Ah, man, crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but the whole thing was I had to get out of B more, man. Like, it just wasn't. The life was just being sucked out of me, man. I'm watching people get killed in front of me, shanked in front of me. You know what I mean? Just stuff just happening over and over. And my biggest dream was, to be this rapper. Like, I always felt like, yo, I'm gonna make it. I gotta get up out of here. So when I came down to Atlanta, basically didn't have much at all. Didn't have nothing at all actually. Hooked up with my god brother and sister, Kevin and Dana. You know what I'm saying? They put us up. We started living there. You know what I'm saying? And built from that point, man. It was like a lot of artists that I know that are doing tremendously well right now have a similar story of how they slept on somebody's couch, you know what I'm saying, for a long time and now they sitting really nice. So it's kind of like that same thing, man. I just knew I had to leave. Like every time I tried to make something happen there, it just wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? After our situation died with our bread and butter with electronics and more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Once that went downhill, it was like, okay, my hope just got snatched from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to rebuild and start somewhere, man. I came down here actually my first few times coming down here with rap battles. So I would come down, I would get in the battle, I would win to get to another round, go back to be more, come back down here, win another round, go back up there, then come down for the final, and of course crush that. And then it was like once that happened, I was like, yeah, I belong here.
yeah. And you went on to make some I would say some legendary connections. Um, how did your association with Onyx come about?
That came about through a man. Somebody called me one day and was like, "Yo, you should jump in this BT Sprite Hot 16 competition, right?" And the person that called me, I can't remember the person who it was, but they would always call me and be like, "Yo, you should try this." And everything that they hit me up with, I'm like, "All right, I do it," and I wind up, really excelling in whatever that was. But I wound up making it to like the third. I think I was like number three, so I didn't make it in. It was really politics, man. Because the person that won, never ever seen that person ever again. They did the cipher, but never heard from them as an artist after that. But Fredro, somebody sent him a clip on Twitter. Um, it was a line that I said. I said, "Son, see, I'm a star with sticky fingers. I'm Onyx." It was kind of like a play off of words. And
Mm-hmm.
when he got it, he hit me. He sent me a message in the DM like, "Yo, who you working with? Like, who you rocking with?" I'm like, "I'm rocking with y'all. What's up?" And from that point, man, that was like what, 5, 6 years ago or something like that. And I've been on
Mm-hmm.
every Onyx project. The funny thing is people really don't know how well these guys are doing in the industry. It's just because they don't market or promote anything here in the States. Everything is overseas. So
Right.
I think
Right.
last yeah, I think 2019 or 2018, 2019, we had the number one hip hop album in Russia. So, for people that be like, "Yo, Onyx, they ain't out there no more," like, nah, they have a huge following that's international. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on every
Definitely.
project, man. I'm talking about they linked up with the Snow Goons, man, and the Snow Goons, man. I'm sitting here just looking at stuff that I've just been featured on. You know what I'm saying? Um, I haven't released anything solo, for the fact that we were really just building my brand up. You know what I mean? Like, get that name popping. And right now, I'm collabing with people in Australia on a regular. My man, uh, I just did something with Optimistic MC over in Perth, Australia. It's a record that we got right now called "Hip Hop Is All I Do" with Sticky Fingers and Mike Hands. Going crazy overseas. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited, man. And now, this EP and this mixtape about to drop. It's about to just kick things in a whole nother gear for me.
Definitely. So you got the mixtape coming next month
Yep, yep. The
and the
pandemic.
EP coming in December.
Yep, and that's a spin off of the
And
mixtape. Hold on,
yeah,
you
yeah.
went
So
out
I
for you
see.
went out for a second.
Uh, so with both having the same name, what is the reasoning behind that? Why the pandemic, the mixtape, and then the pandemic, the EP?
That happened, man, because when we started working on a mixtape, the funny thing about it was I started feeling like, yo, like people were loving the material we were working on. So it was like, yo, I need to make this original. So we went in the same day from creating a mixtape song and then reproducing it and making it sound totally different from what we had on a mixtape. So the only song that we didn't redo yet, original, was the one that you played earlier, the Icon joint. But I'm gonna keep it, and I believe we gonna flip something to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what we did was when we got on a mixtape, we're making original songs to each one of the favorites from off of the mixtape and dropping the EP.
Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. So no definite date yet, but we know that both of them are coming before the end of the year.
Indeed, we working, man. We got visuals to actually rock with every song. You know what I mean? Like, it's a movement, man. It's something that I haven't been this excited in a long time because I see how things are coming together. The people that I'm working with right now have been like day ones. You know what I mean? So it's not a thing that I have to deal with, trust and um, everybody's working hard. You know, like if somebody called me today and say, "Yo, you want to shoot a video for this song to tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yup, let's do it." And then somebody called me like, "Yo, I just created this beat. Can you come to the studio?" Like, yeah, let's do it. Like everybody's productive right now. Nobody's procrastinating. So it put me in a place right now where it's like I'm around like-minded people, and that just drives me to go even harder.
Yeah, that I mean, the having a team right is like
Everything.
that's like super super important. I mean, without that, that's one of those things that can kind of sap your motivation, not having that right team, you know.
Exactly.
So
It'll take you
I'm
right on
definitely
out.
glad. Yeah, it will. It'll definitely do that. So this is a question that it's something that we have debated over the years many times. People that don't know, we used to work together in a record store in Baltimore, and
Right.
and so of course, a record store for people that don't are young listeners, it wasn't always like Apple Music or Tidal or where you
Right.
usually
It
had to
wasn't
physically go to the place to
right.
purchase the stuff y'all can download on your phone in a second or stream on your phone. And like a barbershop, the record store was very similar to a barbershop except with no haircuts. But the
Hmm.
conversations will be the same thing. So we're talking about
Exactly.
girls, we're talking about music, who's the top rappers, that kind of
Right.
stuff. Um,
Right.
Give me your top 5 MC all time list.
Woo. Woo. Well, man, that's kind of crazy because what I've learned is that it changes. So,
And that's what I thought. I figured that mine has
yeah.
changed over the years too.
All right. So, crazy thing about me is I'm gonna say some names that some people just don't know about, and they just gonna have to go and search. However, I'm gonna say a debatable thing because people get mad at me, but I'm still gonna stand on it forever because there's so many different reasons to go with this. I do not care if the man's skin is white. Eminem has been the best rapper that I've best lyricist that I've ever heard. I don't know nobody that can stand, man, nobody. But
That
if
is
any, like,
controversial.
it's very controversial. But you know what I would do? I slide into this place because we always talked about betting and stuff like that. I'm
Hmm.
that type of dude that I'll say, look, I done made $1 million. I'll put 1 million on a battle, which he won't battle nobody for 1 million because there ain't no money to him.
Right, right, right,
But
right.
I will put him up against any MC in the world, man. So M would get the number one slot. Number two, I would say there's a guy that I don't know, man. Number two, it would probably be between Tech Nine and RJ Payne. Um, and then let's see, Eminem, RJ Payne, Tech Nine. I want to say I haven't seen him in a minute, so I might have to take Pharaoh Monch off my list. I got to put one of the legends in there. One of because people do the Biggie and Pac all the time. I'm gonna have to slide Pac in there. Um, and then that fifth slot, I just gotta. I just have to do this because they are part of me. I'm gonna give it to Black and I-47, and I'm putting them as one because both of them spit. People know Black is a singer, but I don't know too many rappers that can out rap him. And I ain't saying that because that's my
Nice.
son. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. I was definitely going to mention that. And super nice, super
Super
nice.
nice.
Yeah, your list definitely surprised me. That definitely,
Yeah,
definitely
I got it,
surprised me.
man. M probably stays up there until somebody shocks me because he has the styles, like so many styles, man. The delivery, the things that he's done in music, period, that nobody still haven't done. Like people look at 50 right now and think about a lot of 50's success. 50 wouldn't be 50 if it wasn't for Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course he worked with
Agreed.
Dre, and he worked with Onyx was one of the first records that the guy did that we knew about on a mainstream tip.
Yeah.
So I mean, M is powerful, man. That's a dude I love to sit down with and just be
So,
around. You
so tell me. I guess I should know the answer to this based on what you're saying.
Mhm.
But so you come from the school of thought that Eminem
Oh, wait, you
bodied.
said thought. Oh gosh, you said thought. So somebody getting snatched out of the spot. I don't know who's getting snatched out of the spot, but Black Thought, one of the best MCs ever
I
to
mean,
live.
he could be
Period.
in the top 10. He could be in the top 10. But uh, uh, Eminem, Jay-Z, Renegade.
Okay, okay, I hear you.
Who who had the best verses
Dang man.
on that song? Because I mean, a lot of people say Eminem bodied them, right?
I'm gonna say that about anybody that Eminem is on the track with. So I'm biased.
Yeah. It's the
I mean,
wordplay.
Jay holds
The
his
wordplay.
own because he's Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's never been like my top MC, but I mean, he's definitely brilliant and he's a genius with words. Um, but I've never been like, I want to sit down with Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Although he is as
Yeah.
powerful as he is, he just
Yeah.
I just don't feel like if I'm around Jay-Z, I'm gonna walk away rapping better than how I rap now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But if I get around M, if I get around somebody like Kendrick, even J. Cole, man, these are people that are like elite MCs that sometimes people just sleep on. Um, and it's a lot. I mean, even some of the younger cats, man, it's a bunch of them, man. It's so many. So my top 10 would be a freaking superhero list that if I grabbed my 10 and somebody else tried to come with a opposing 10, they
Yeah.
wouldn't win, man, at all.
Yeah. Definitely. Um, how active are you on social media?
I'm not as active as I used to be. However, I do my best to keep my IG page popping. But now there's so many different things going on. Like I did Snapchat for a second, and then it just wasn't my flavor. Everybody's doing TikTok right now, and I haven't even downloaded. You know what I'm saying? So I've
Uh,
been really more focused on creating product. You know what I'm saying? Versus me being in that space of social media every day, all day. I not is I just don't make the time for it. You know what I mean? Like I definitely know that I have a lot of support on IG and a lot on Facebook at times. I might drop something on Facebook and be surprised when I hit, one, two, three, K on, views or whatever. Because I feel like, man, don't nobody even be on there no more. But I think it's really dependent sometimes on the algorithm. You know what I mean? Some days I might post
yeah.
and it's just crazy, but I stay on Instagram because I get a lot of support. A lot of my work comes from Instagram, be it my music career or I have a photography company. So I have a whole different page, and the majority of my work comes through from Instagram. When I
Yeah.
get
Yeah. I
collabs,
mean,
somebody hits me in the DM like, "Yo, how can we do a track together?" You know what I mean?
yeah. The thing about your IG page is that the images you don't post a lot of just regular stuff. Like your stuff
Oh
is
no.
is quality posts. You know what I mean? Some people just
Yeah,
throw some
yeah.
stuff up there. Like myself, I don't always post, but yeah, but your stuff is quality, and you always been that guy. So
Appreciate that, man. I
definitely.
sometimes I would put something, normal or regular up, and then I feel some kind of way, and I snatch it down and go do something real. That's how the whole icon video came about because I actually just threw it up in the car, just rapping one day, while I was driving, and I was like, you know what? No, I need to do this for real. You know what I mean? Holla at my man Ray, which is one of the hottest videographers down here. And I'm like, yo, I need to shoot this for real. And he's like, all right, let's pick a day. And we picked a day, and it ain't take us no time, man. I mean, I don't know how other people do music videos, but when you're doing something like just standing there, it don't take a long time to shoot a video. So for people that don't
Right.
have content, it's weird to me because I can knock a music video out. I can do 2 or 3 in an hour, probably more than that if I remember all my lyrics. You know
Right.
what I'm
And if
saying?
you got a
If
good
I got all the
videographer,
songs.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean
Absolutely.
easy.
So before we go, let's play that again and come back and close things out with SickFlo on the Diamond K Show. And we're back. Your man Diamond K in here. SickFlo. I like that, man. I like that a lot. That was it's one of them things where as though you like you said, you weren't moving around, you were in one spot, but it was just the way the images, the way the editing, and it just worked. It
It
just it
worked,
just worked.
man. And that's just a teaser, man. That's nothing compared to the things that we are about to do. Like in about another week or two, we got a whole nother series that we're about to drop called Relay. And it's me and Kmo nephew, man. We got some heat. That's gonna be one of the first original songs, first singles that I released. That'll come out before the mixtape and the album. We're gonna drop the song called Relay. I'm gonna get that to you like as soon as that master hits. I'm gonna have it right at you, man. But we literally raced the 2020 Lexus and the 2019 Camaro, and you're gonna find out which one of us won. But the funny thing about that is it's a whole nother song that follows up behind that, man. And the music, it's just getting better. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm so excited right now because I feel like I tapped back into that place. Like man, how we were back in the day and we would make a mixtape and you would do a specific mix and you would be so proud of it. You'd be like, yo, that thing right there was like, and we used to drop. That was our hustle, man. We had
Definitely,
mixtapes every freaking week. We had a whole nother mixtape,
definitely, definitely.
and that's that feeling I feel like I'm in right now. Like the production gets better, the people that work together are better, their skill set is better. We're transitioning from not only dropping music videos but turning it into a series, and then I got one of my boys from Alabama, which is he got a team that's special effects and all that kind of stuff. So it's about to go to a whole entirely different level, man. Crazy,
That,
crazy.
that is good. I'm looking forward to hearing the mixtape and hearing the EP. I definitely got to have you back once the EP drops,
Yes,
and
sir.
and like you said, definitely send me that music whenever is ready to be played
Right away.
for
You
people.
already know it.
Definitely, people can send me music djdiamondk@gmail.com. So before we get out of here, any last words before we go?
Last words, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Pick this up right here. That's 100 Mad. Presents 100 Mad. Pick that up right there. That's another joint from Snow Goons and Onyx. That's another joint right there. Y'all see it. And then they just dropped the mixtape right here. 100 Mad, the mixtape. Y'all can go to goonsgear.com and get all of that right there. And just watch out for your boy SickFlo. I'm coming with a vengeance, man. It's about to be super, super, super crazy. So get ready.
Definitely, definitely. Real quick, funny story. Onyx, I got a funny Onyx story. So Onyx was performing,
The
right?
show that I missed, right?
Onyx was performing, right? Because you weren't right. I thought
I
you was
was
gonna be
there.
there, right?
I was there. I got the call. That's the day that my grandbaby was born.
Oh my goodness.
I was right
So
outside. I was
the,
outside of the
you
building.
getting ready to come in?
I was getting ready to come in, and I got the call.
So that show, which was at Soundstage in Baltimore, right?
Right, right.
Onyx performs. So I have my camera, I have my rig, I have a light on top of my rig, and it's dark in there.
Right.
They got a little bit of lights on the stage, and so I turned the light on, and I lit the stage up probably a little bit too much, and
Right.
and all I know is the show they like 2 songs into their set, right?
Right.
And then Fred was like,
Man.
"Oh, cut the music! Oh, cut the music! Yo, my man with the light, kill the light!" Right? It's like
Right.
he
Right.
stops. Everybody turns around, looks at me. I'm like, God damn it! Why I got this light so damn bright? It was
Right.
so crazy. But their stage show is really good, and of course, people that know those records, it's hot energy hip hop, and it's
Yeah,
good.
man.
And I think you fit in really well with that team.
Man, yes, they my brothers, man. I'm like proud to be rocking with them and watching them, man. They perform like they still teenagers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like don't miss a beat. Sticky still climbing on top of speakers that are
and
25
that's what he
feet
was
up in
doing,
the
right?
air, jumping
Right.
off of them. Like you know what I mean? Like man, bro, I'm like I'm proud to be rocking with them, man. And once this COVID thing dissipates a bit and disappears, man, I'm ready to get back out on the road. And I know that touring is going to be crazier than ever if we get back to being somewhat like normal.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely,
mean?
because people haven't had it, and it's
Right.
really going to be something that people want. Once, like you said, things ease up, and
Hmm.
and all of that. I really appreciate you stopping through the show and chopping it up with me. And like I said, I definitely got to have you back once the EP drops.
You already know it, bro. It's good to connect with you again, man. And let's link next time you in the A. Let's go catch some food. You know what I'm saying? Your boy got you. You know we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get together. All right.
Bet.
All right, so definitely, I appreciate SickFlo stopping through and all that. I will be back here tomorrow, 7 p.m.